Tennessee hit with 15 9/11s as yesterday, Dolly Parton passed away. We're going to talk about that for a couple minutes because this is a significant historical event. Maybe it doesn't make as much sense to like my European viewers, but to Americans, this is like a second 9/11. It really is. Dolly Parton, oh God, no. Do you know how bad it is? Do you have any idea how bad it is for me to wake up on the birthday of my biggest hyperfixation? My favorite character in the universe? The most important character in the universe for me, like Lily, her birthday. And the first thing I realize is not, oh, it's my favorite Vocaloid's birthday. No, the first thing I notice is, oh, fuck, Dolly Parton is dead. I wake up in a groggy slough, just like pissing around in bed, and I open up TikTok, and the first thing I see is the Dolly Parton announcement from Dolly Parton's account of, I think it was like her, one of her, I think it's like nephew or something, just going out and be like, yeah, Dolly's passed away. Big fucking hit. Holy shit. I don't listen to a lot of country. The two country artists I listen to are Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton was someone that I consider to be a folk hero. If you know, like here in America, we have these folk heroes types that are like back in the, oh, they did so much for good for all these people, and she was one of those people. There's something about her that screams a level of authenticity that does not exist in modern country anymore. A lot of it is because she came from the time before modern country, and a lot of it is also because she grew up in poverty. That song I just played, A Coat of Many Colors, a very good song, by the way, was about how she would wear clothes made from sewn together rags by her mother. And when she was born, her dad paid the doctor that gave birth, that delivered her, a bag of cornmeal as payment. That's just, he was illiterate, I believe. Her father was. She was born in abject poverty. She was raised in poverty, and she is like a true American representation of like what it really means to come from poverty and to understand like the pain that other people in this country can go through as a result of it. She made millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, and she gave away millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, more money than truly a true philanthropist. She helped fund what was it? Hospitals. She has a hospital. I think there's a hospital in her name now. There's a whole bunch of she has an entire charity named Imagination Library, which is dedicated to giving books to children who are giving books to children so that they can learn how to read and be educated. So apparently that's something that's like known across the world. Like they give books to other people in other countries too, which is really fascinating to me. She had a whole bunch of other things that she did. She had a song called, I don't remember the name of it, but the famous chorus line, "And I will always love you." That was covered by Whitney Houston. It became Whitney Houston's a massive hit by Whitney Houston. And Dolly Parton was always like, yeah, let her have the song. Just, it's her song now. You know what? I get paid for it so she can have the song. And she gave like a fuck ton of the money she made in royalties to development in black areas in Nashville, Tennessee. I believe that's where she gave the money to. Hold on, I'm getting something. Republic of Ireland, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. It launched in the Republic of Ireland in early 2019, the 5th country to adopt the program. Jesus. Yeah, it's no wonder like the Buckingham Palace was playing 9 to 5. It's no fucking wonder they were playing that. Like all these other places, like it's no wonder all across the world you see mourning. She's like, there's a joke in America, like a long-time joke. I've heard it for all my life. It's like Republicans and Democrats can't agree on anything except Dolly Parton. Like that is the one, that's like the one constant joke. Like we can't agree on anything, but God, if you bring up Dolly Parton, we'll all, everyone will suddenly have the same opinion. She's great. She's she's a American icon. So like you have to understand the hit that everybody is feeling in America, especially Tennessee, like people living in Tennessee. She was one of the greats. Dare I say she was one of the greatest, if not the greatest of her time. She's so funny too. She was so funny. Like that's the thing about Dolly Parton that like it really is amazing. She was so incredibly smart, so incredibly witty. There's one of my favorite clips of her. She used to go on these talk shows and these live question things where people would get up and ask questions to her, and she would always have the funniest, wittiest responses possible. Someone would be like, "Hey, do you lift weights? And if you do, will you go to the gym with me?" And her response was, "I lift weights every time I stand up," which is a joke about her having like, large chest. And that's fucking hilarious. And it's just every answer she ever gave was just so incredibly smart and witty and funny. She was truly an entertainer. She was an entertainer of her. She was like one of the greats. So like I am heartbroken. I am saddened. She was kind of one of the things that like we all looked forward to. Like, oh man, shit's bad, but hey, at least we have Dolly Parton, and now we don't have it. Fucking Grim Reaper keeps taking all the wrong 80-year-olds. And speaking of all the wrong 80-year-olds, yeah, Tim Curry also passed away yesterday. Like, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I mean this in more of a mourning sense. But like, there's a genuine sadness to like my favorite a day that I always look forward to every year, now having to be associated with the deaths of two people that I grew up loving. Tim Curry, when I was a child, I got a DVD box set of the greatest of each Monty Python person's hits, the greatest hits of every Monty Python cast member. And I watched the Tim Curry one over and over again. He was part of Monty Python. Yeah, he was. But like, there's all these conversations that always span bound every Halloween about Rocky Horror Picture Show, and like, oh, is it transphobic? Yeah, but it was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. A lot of people fucking love that movie for good reason. It's a very well made movie, very fun movie. Like, I don't think Tim Curry was ever hateful when he did I don't think Tim Curry was ever hateful. Like, he wasn't a member? He wasn't a dedicated member? Oh, my memory is wrong. Oh, God. I swear there was like a Tim Curry CD. Like one of the DVDs was of Tim Curry. Okay, weird. Berenstain moment. That's crazy. Okay, I'm wrong on that one. I'll take that back. No. Okay, but like Tim Curry is still like one of the greats in terms of like comedy. He was also at live shows. Okay. He just wasn't a direct member. Okay, that makes sense. That must be what I was remembering. God, we also lost another person yesterday, I believe. The passing of, let me get her name. What is her name? Come on, let me get it. Janie Bradford Hobbs. Janie Bradford Hobbs was like a songwriter. One of the biggest songwriters at what was called Motown. Anybody who knows like even a shred of Black history in America should know Motown, especially Black music history. Motown was a very big record label, I believe. They're a record label, yeah. That produced a lot of like some of the greatest like hits and albums and records with a lot of Black artists. It is Motown Records, yes. Yeah, it's a record label. I always have to double check because I never want to say anything I'm incorrect about. So she wrote Money, That's What I Want, which is a very big song that was so big that it got covered by the Beatles. So, like, that's why it's also a reference, because we just got done talking about Tim Curry, so why not talk about someone that's, like, tangentially related to Europeans, the Beatles. Tangentially related to Europeans, as we all know. So she also passed away, like, fuck! Man! God said I wasn't allowed to be happy yesterday. I wasn't allowed to be happy. I could only be sad. That's what he said. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, you're not allowed to be happy. No. I love a lot of Motown records. I love a lot of like classic, like just, I like a lot of older music. I like going back to music that I've listened to in the past that I may have missed, that weren't of my time. And I'm not one of those weird people of like, oh, music was just better back then, because no, some of my favorite bands are modern bands. Like my top 2 favorite bands are bands that release music that are like modern bands that have been around for about 10 years now. One of which was, Red Vox and Thank You Scientist are 2 of my favorite bands. I'm also going to start up the game here. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, only the old people made good music, right? Because that's just not factually correct. Let me prepare. Open source projector, a new window. Do that. Also gonna have to check volume. That should be good. So like, I love a lot of older music. One band I was actually listening to recently. I just finished one of their albums, and I'm gonna go back and listen to some of their other ones. It's a band called Atomic Rooster. Atomic Rooster is the group. If you ever heard of The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, they're like a good group act from the 60s. They wrote a song called Fire. Fire, I bid you to burn. That song, like, Ozzy did a cover of it. A lot of people did covers of it. It was a very classic song. But one of the band members went on to create a band called Atomic Rooster, and they're prog rock. And I fucking love me some prog rock. Let me tell you what. I'm a big fan of prog rock. Who out here progging their rocks? So I listened to their album, Death Walks Behind You, I believe is the name of it. Gotta like push even farther back. Give me a second, chat. There we go. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of post-game content. I'm gonna be doing some salvaging stuff today, actually. Just because it's easy. It's some easy stuff. It's also a way to get money. Like, these are the easiest tasks required to get money. I also might finish up a couple other quests. So we'll start with this. There's some rare salvage items that, yeah, one of a kind, yeah. Treasure Seeker. Antique Collector. Midnight Asteroid. Twilight Comet. Dim Planetoid. Dusky Planet. Capable Scavenger. Alright. Let's see. Let's get this one. That one's important. We're going to get a couple salvage requests over with. Before the client arrives, only explain a bit of the work. In a nutshell, you need to recover sunken treasure for the client. The client will give you a chart of the area and mark where the treasure is. The grooviest feeling in the world when you find what they're looking for. You might even be able to use that rock and multi-sensor of yours. Remember, information is key to finding treasure. Just let me know when you find the treasure. I'll call up the client. Alright. So this is actually an entire quest line dedicated with this. When I say this game has like 50 bajillion hours of post-game content, I really mean it. This technically isn't post-game. You could do this at any time. Kyoko, yep. Found the great discovery in one of the kind of a storm. Yep. This is... But there's a lot of shit here. I know where that is, I think. I also believe there's another treasure that we can get in the Cicero Strait, which is why I'm choosing to do this now. I love that little splash effect on the screen when they go away. I actually love that. That's so cute. That's such a neat little touch. It feels so meaningless to everyone else, but to me it's like, oh, that's great. I love that. That could be gems or metal. The multi-ship should be able to find... Yep, multi-sensor, blah, blah, blah. Now we also got to go to here and check out what the other thing is. It should be at there's a wreck with some sharks around it that I got to go to. I believe it's actually where we saw Lady Dorothea. Treasure rumors. There are reports of abnormal around the microtals somewhere in the Legend of the Pharaoh. Legend of the Guardian of the Pharaoh's treasure judges the usurper with countless hands. These are, I believe, this shit is that's way later. Let's see. Treasure rumors, special requests. Ghost of Valka Castle, The Closed Path, The Mysterious Voice, Strange Animal in Antarctica, Healing Sea. I have to figure... I gotta figure out what I want with this. I think I actually have to be with Oceania to do that one, so we'll check that out. Marge Shadow was seen at Mushroom Rock in the northern Zahab region. It might be worth investigating. Ghost of Valka Castle. That is where we find Phantom. Pride of the Salvage King is what we need here. Let's see. GG. Yep, that's important. And then the ultimate taste. You see, they want vinegar follow from the wreck of the Flamingo in Cicero's Strait. Okay, so we got to go to Cicero's. Nightmare, because one of these areas has a fuck ton of sharks in it. I'm going to be saving up some money just to... So one thing they give you in the post game is access to the ultimate diving materials, but they're also like 200. It's like to buy all of the diving upgrades. It's like $200,000 in game, which is I might just like skip out on those until I get enough money to reopen the Cavernusy of the Gods. Okay, we're gonna dive with Now, what's important here is I have to figure out where this fucking area is. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start here. We're going to go to the wreck of the Flamingo. Fuck up the sharks if there are any, right? Pacify them, or more specifically, just to be blunt. Is the audio good, chat? I had to turn it down in my headphones because, my God, is it loud in this part of the game. Honestly, like, nothing else has been going on in my life other than I've been watching the Pokemon Black and White anime. Client gave us a chart. You can check selecting the treasure chest icon. These client it's best used to multi-source. There we go. That's not right. What am I looking for here? There's an options feature. Items. Am I crazy? It's just that. That's that. 85,000 is all I got. That's not nearly enough as you might think it is. You might think, oh, that's a lot. And then you look at, like, the 1 million it actually takes to reopen this area. The Cavern of the Gods. And you're like, oh, that's like a fraction of what I actually need. That's a nightmare. Like, that's the unfortunate reality of this, is it's just a fucking nightmare. The post-game is a lot of grinding. It's going to be like, this is what I mean when I say I'm going to be playing this for the next, off and on for the next 2 years. The Cavern of Suffering. The entire game is just, like, the entire post-game is going to be a lot of grinding. So I'm diving with GG, which means that I should be able to carry 20 items now. That should be good. That should be worth something. Okay, let's go pick up the things we actually need to pick up. The wreck of the Flamingo should be over here, if I remember correctly. What's more important is I need to get the fucking pulsar out because I don't want to be dealing with sharks around here. Yep, there's a couple sharks. 3 sharks. There it is. No, I'm fine. I got this. Oh, do they actually want me to come back at night? They might want me to come back at night. Just to get rid of... That might make the sharks go away. I think the implication is if you come back at night, the sharks will be gone. Hopefully, let's fucking hope. Because, like, sharks are annoying to deal with, especially when they're in, like, packs. Like that. Oh, I gotta wait. Yep, rest until night. That's what makes this... Like, that's what makes a lot of the diving in this game so insufferable, is just dealing with sharks. Alright. We dive here. This also is better because it means that we're not going to have to deal with the whirlpools. Which I would rather not deal with whirlpools as well. Oh, good. Night sharks. The best thing ever. Night sharks. I love night sharks. Sharks at night are so cool. It's definitely not fucking annoying. God, I love the ocean. I wish the ocean was real. You know? Oh, hey, nurse shark. Oh, that's a sand tiger. Never mind, they're fine. They're not hostile. It's like one of the cool things you can do here is you do actually come back to these areas at night and there are different fish. It's like Pokemon. Oh, if you go out at night, there's different Pokemon. If you go out at night in this game, there are different fish. I actually don't know if the sharks are going to be gone, and it'll be terrifying if they aren't. Oh, looks like they are gone. Good. No, they're not gone. What a beautiful little area. Oh, these must be like less hostile sharks. I see. They're like less hostile. And by less, I mean, thank God they're not hostile. Oh my God. Can you imagine if these were hostile? What a fucking nightmare. Nighttime sharks are like the worst to be seeing as hostile. Where am I seeing? Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? There it is. This is just good to do now. It's always good to pick up as much as you can. It's helpful to pick this stuff up while you can, while you're here. Just get as much salvaging done as you're doing other salvaging quests, because you never know exactly what you end up dealing with. Well, it looks like that got rid of all the real hostile angry sharks. Oh yeah, these are sand tigers. These are perfectly reasonable sharks to be dealing with. Sand tigers don't really fuck with you. They don't really care. Let's see. I gotta see here. Hold on. Gotta try and figure out where the heck that is. In between two land masses. That's actually, this one's actually kind of difficult. What a weird one. It's like the problem is it doesn't actually exist. Doesn't seem like it actually exists on the map unless I'm fucking blind. I think it might be over here at this corner though. Because that's light. That's like... They're like... GG salvage requests are like kind of crazy in that this specific sense, right? I don't want to look up a guide for it because I feel like that's cheating. If it gets to a point where it's like, oh, we're spending too much time on this, this is getting ridiculous, then I will. So we only have so much time to be playing this. Could be over here. Never mind, it can't be over here. There's sharks. What I'll do is, for the sake of speeding this up, I will look it up. Give me a sec. Endless Ocean, Blue World. Salvage requests. PSK, gotta go down to PSK. Let's see, A1 is the ultimate taste. Or no, that's... no. Flora's treasure. Oh, really? It's near the... okay. C3 center. Okay. I was near it, actually, weirdly enough. We're gonna wait till day. Rest until sunrise. Because the sharks move around. That's the worst part about the sharks, is that they move around. I'm gonna go back down with GG. C3. Really, it's just right there, huh? Wow, it does not look like it belongs there fucking at all. That's the thing that's maniacal about these, is like they don't really show you. It does not look right at all. It does not look like that's where it belongs to at all. Because like I was so fucking off. Like damn, I was off. I thought I was like going the right way. It turns out I was like going the exact opposite side of the map that I need to be on. We're gonna multi-sensor the shit out of this place again. To pick up any treasure we can get. Because everyone knows money is good. Money is helpful. These salvage requests are also usually a pretty good way to get some money. It's a great way to get, like... There we go. That could be, like... That could be a wardrobe, I'm thinking. There we go. There it is. There it is. It's red. It always glows red. Yeah, it doesn't even have a thing. That's what's weird about it. While we're in Cicero Strait, I think what we're also gonna do is we're gonna go to the we're gonna go see the Phantom. Essentially, it's what it's called. We'll see the Phantom. We're here in Cicero Strait, right? We're here. So this actually we can knock out 3 birds with 1 stone. We can see the Phantom, and then we can see another special creature over here if we go with another character. So if we dive rest with rest until midnight. I also think Thanatos returns to this area at night. So we might also see Thanatos. Who knows? We might get to see Thanatos again. The Thanatos he might be viewed. I believe Thanatos also does extra damage to you compared to every other shark in the game. Like, sharks typically do 1 bar of air. I believe Thanatos does 2. Well, we can test that. I'll let him hit me if I see him here. This area, fucking creepy. I hate this area at night. Yeah, it's got sharks in here. Those are threshers, though. They're not harmful. I actually don't remember. Unironically, the music of Doom here, yeah. I guess he doesn't hang out here at night. Weird. I actually have not gone here at night. The Well of the Full Moon. We're going back to Valka Castle, baby. What's really funny is the moment you open up the Cavern of the Gods again, you start getting, like, you start being given the opportunity to take people there for guided tours. And it's like, that's a terrible idea. We should not be allowing people to go into guided tours of the booby-trapped cavern of the ancient land. The booby-trapped cavern of the ancients, where, like, we almost died in. Right? Like, that seems like a very bad idea. Are these different? No, these are the same, right? I'm pretty sure these are the same. Yeah, mostly the same here. What is this? This is different. It seems quite a few physics since we found it. We heard the rumors about the castle being haunted. Someone saw a ghost during a night dive. They said it was like an old prince was still wandering around inside. Let's go find out what they really saw. Stop being a... No, you think it's too dangerous? No, it's fine. It's safe. I promise. I promise it's safe. Oh, these are different sharks. Oh, that's not a shark. That's a meager. Shit. I'm blind. So we got to go to the ballroom now, and this is also where we will see the special creature, the legendary creature known as the Phantom, and we will also find a legendary crab here. I think if we come back with Hayako Sakurai, she will be able to find. She gives us a special ability where we can find more like small spots. Or that big ass fish here. Oh wait, there might be something here I haven't checked out. Look at that. Oh no, I did see it. Never mind. The insanity of the Cavern of the Gods being this, like, oh, you want to reopen there? You want to go back? Fucking spend the money, bitch. Earn it. Earn your right to go back to this area. Earn it, bitch. Earn it. Get 1,000,000 buckaroos, bro. What are you, dumb? Oh, I don't have Fiji with me. Rip. Oh, well. We'll get it either way. We'll get something out of this. Oh, it's probably useless, worthless. You typically only want to be picking up, You really only want to be picking up the big shit when you're doing this, because, like, the odds of something small being super valuable is lower. What is this? See, it's just, there's nothing here. There's something fooling around or something. Oh, shit. Something big is swimming around. What? Did you hear that? Something went through the room over there. Ah, what's the matter? Are you scared? Gee, don't come on the radio like that. No, I'm not scared of anything. Come on, let's keep going. I love that they play the panic music for this. Like, that's what's really funny about this, is that they're playing the oh, fuck, shit, fuck music. Those are the Samba de Amigo of dangerous creatures in this game. The lionfish. Because even though they are, in fact, dangerous, you don't get a warning siren. You don't actually get any kind of warning that they're there to fuck with you. You just get, like, a danger. You don't get the siren. You just get the warning thing that says, warning, warning, warning. Don't go fucking yourself. There's usually some good things in here. Yeah, that's usually pretty valuable, right? Salinity, there we go. There, that's usually... Large sculptures are very... Like, it's either a mannequin or it's something worth a lot of money. Right? It's either a mannequin or it's some statue that's worth a couple thousand. Same with mysterious chests. Like, that's what this... I've said it before, this is how the game fucking gets you, right? This is how the game gets you. The game is incredibly cruel with its method of taunting. There's always a small book in there. I bet that's worth something. That might, like... It's always a small book, which is what's weird, right? Yeah. Oh, well, that's valuable then. If it's glowing like that, it means it's valuable. Okay, we're gonna actually go through the hall here. We're gonna do this the proper way. I think there's also a cutscene you can get here with Thanatos. I don't know how to get it. I love that they give you the big fucking fuck-ass threatening music at night in the underwater gallery. Literally the chillest area in one of the neat, coolest, most beautiful areas in the game, and they're just like, yeah, no, what if we put the scary music here? What if we put the oh shit music? This is the kind of music you hear when you're getting to, like, the abyss. Or, like, the Southern Canyon, I believe. I do also... I've said it before, I love the chord change in this. Like, at the end here. Uh-huh. Let's see, is this a painting? I don't remember what this is. Yeah, that's probably a valuable painting. If it's giving me the shock symbol, what that typically means is that there's something valuable here. Now we can go into the ballroom, and the ballroom is where we will meet Phantom. Unless I'm crazy. Huh. Did I do this wrong? That's weird. Let me talk to Oceana and see if she's got anything to say. Oceana, where did Oceana go? Oh, there you are. No. That's not what I want. Oh, look, there's Thanatos. Look. There he is. Chat, Thanatos. He's just hanging out outside. He just swims by he swims by at night, stalking you. I love that about Thanatos. That's one of the cool things that makes Thanatos so neat as a enemy. I would say enemy. I say enemy, but it's like, oh, is this the one? There it is. This is the legendary crab, Aloris Pearl. A rare crab with a pure white shell. Its beauty and rare cosmetic to say that brings good fortune. Something good might happen to you soon. Lucky streak. Yep, there he is. There's the legendary crab. That's one of the legendary creatures you can get in this. One of the 2 legendary creatures that spawn in the Valka Castle. The other one. There we go. There he is. There he is, the big boy. I love this guy so much. Phantom. But the dreaded ghost turned out to be nothing more than a black manta ray. Ship black, so it's no surprise someone is looking for a giant shadow. So much for ghosts. How long ghosts? That was fair. Maybe a little. This is... I loved the Phantom as a kid. Phantom's fucking cool as shit. Look at this guy go. That's the legendary Phantom. Oceana seems to be afraid of him for some reason. Do you see the pattern on his belly? It looks like the royal insignia of Valka Castle. Supposedly this manta continues to patrol the lands that once belonged to the castles and possessed by the late prince. But that's just a rumor helped along by coincidence. Alright. We were knocked out 3 birds with technically 4 birds with 1 stone. With just a couple trips here. So, 3 trips into the Cicero Strait, we knocked out 3 birds today. Alright, we're gonna depart back to the islands. I've been thinking about what I want to do in the future with streaming. Like, I want to stream as much as possible. My schedule does appear to finally be going back semi-normal. So, like, streams are not going to be as frequent as they are now. As they have been for the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to have to be more careful with what I do. Oh, you found the ultimate vinegar. Yeah, after all. So which is, like, it's good because it means I get more money, right? I get a bigger paycheck finally. But it also means that I have to cut back on... I'm going to be a little more careful with how I stream. Stardust, yeah, okay. Cool. Now, we are going to get the radio, call Nancy, appraise all my shit. Like, I'm kind of getting tired, you know, of my... You can only do... Like, I really wish I could get out of, like, this certain... The industry I'm in. It's tiring. It's very tiring. Alright, glass face. Plasma TV somehow sunken under the ocean. Who the fuck dropped that shit here? Empty chest, yeah, there we go, that. Soy sauce. Industrial waste. Gold ingot. Fiction magazine. Lead ingot. Japanese statue. How that ended up in Valka Castle, I will never know. Rare book, 1,000, yep. Rural scene, the $10,000 value fucking painting. That's the one that matters. Let's see, this is where things get bullshit, right? Max 40, 40, 44. 64,000 for a tank. Venus's basket. There we go. When I say it's bullshit, I mean it. Like 64,000 for a tank. By the way, about that groovy, yeah, good shit. We got it. I also love I wish they gave you outfits to wear while you're on the island. Yeah, shake my hand. You're as good as they say. It might not have a lot of monetary value, but it's priceless historical value. This is your reward. Don't be modest. 3,500p. So unfortunately, this is like the best way to get money in the game. Like just salvaging. This is just like the best way to do it. Cicero's doing it at the Cicero Strait. All right, now what? I mean, salvage is what every kid dreams of doing. Hello, are you even listening? I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but I need to talk to you. Hey, come on, boss man. I was just getting to the groove part. I have a salvage request from Franklin Fisher. So I might want to know. Whoa, did you say FF? You know, Final Fantasy, he's been sending a salvage request. You also know FF? You steal my shell and call me a hermit crab. Well, I guess my business is business. Then give me that salvage request. What is it? What is it? What do we got to go now? Where do we got to go? Yeah, I'm very aware. Valka Castle, Noble Cargo. This one's easy. I guess we're going back to fucking Valka Castle, I guess. Yep, what are you doing in a place like this? Oh, nothing to do with you, I see. I need to talk to the super diver. Down that Valka Castle you found. According to my information. Oh, I know where that is. That's easy. You're way more reliable than Gigi? Damn. Damn. What an ass. Is that what he said? I think he said you're way more reliable than Gigi. Oh, shit. What's up with him? He's acting just like his big brother. Sorry, just ignoring something. No, he wants Noble Cargo from the Valkyrie. This shouldn't be a problem. Let's get this over with. All right. There shouldn't be anything of major value left in the Valka Castle aside from this quest, so we're just gonna head over there. We're gonna dive at night because there's a chance we'll get the quest with we'll get the cutscene. There's a special cutscene with Thanatos that can happen in there that makes it worth going in there at night. Let's see. Rest until night. I think this game does lack some quality of life features. Like the fact you have to go to 9-Ball Island for everything just to do it. I understand they want you to go back to 9-Ball Island so they can't just have you like do everything from your ship. That'd be kind of ridiculous. They wanted to have a hub. But like still like some things like I can't change my loadout from the ship. I have to go if I want to customize my character. I have to do that. I have to go to 9-Ball Island to see the full moon. To see if there's a full moon. Oh, I've seen these before. Meagers, yes. A meager, if you will. I do love that there are just a bunch of pelagic threshers around here at night. Yeah. They're not harmful. What they do, threshers are so interesting. They will swing their tail like a whip at fish and stun them and sometimes even kill them. And then they will eat them. It's very interesting that like sharks, these sharks just have like a totally different a totally different method of hunting than normal sharks, which is just like, I'm gonna run up and fucking eat you. I'm just gonna eat you. You can't stop me. I'm a goddamn shark. And this one's just like, I'm gonna hit you with my tail first, and it's really gonna hurt. It's gonna stun you, might even just shock you to death, right? Like, it's crazy that there are so many like crazy ass hunting methods. One of my favorite methods of hunting, technically not even hunting, of like survival, is there's a god, it's escaping the name is escaping me at the moment, but it is a sea slug type creature that will, for all of its life, most of its life, young life, it will eat plants. It'll eat specific algae and plants. It's like a leaf cow, I believe it's called. But it will grow these, it will like have these chlorophyll things on its back. Like, you've seen them. If you know fish, you've fucking seen them. Like, I don't need to tell you what a fucking sea cow like a leafy cow looks like. Like, if you know anything about this area, if you know anything, you can actually see a giant one in Endless Ocean Luminous. But they're really adorable little creatures, and what they do is after they've eaten enough algae and they've absorbed the chlorophyll, and they put it into their back, and it actually gives them the ability to have photosynthesis. Which is, like, very strange. Okay. I know where I gotta go here for this treasure. I don't even think the treasure takes up space in the, I don't think the treasure even takes up space, now that I think about it. I love this music. In your inventory. There we go. We're gonna go down here. Wait, this is the wrong area. Fuck. Went the wrong way, chat. Oops. I always get turned around at this one intersection of the castle. For some reason, this one area just fucks me up. There we go. This has some stuff in it. I know. Like, yeah, large sculpture, which is probably a mannequin. The way the game just fucks with you on this. It's like, this is an ancient castle that has not been touched by human hands for who knows how long. It's left undiscovered, and that somehow I'm finding Japanese magazines, comic books, you know, Japanese statues, modern era shit in here that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Yeah, that doesn't even take up a spot in the cart thing. That's what's crazy about that. That's what I love about that. All right, we're gonna go through the underwater gallery. At this point, we're just looking to fill up the treasure bag before we leave. Because if I'm gonna be down here salvaging, I might as well salvage as much as I can. Man, imagine if we found something like Volca Castle in real life. Within a week, it would become a theme park. Disney would own it by the end of the week. Like, it's unrealistic to believe that I don't think a castle would be able to just survive underwater with everything intact, including the fucking glass. Like, I feel like the glass would shatter from the pressure. I'm not, like, that's one branch of science I'm not super smart about. I used to be really good at fucking science in high school and, like, elementary school. Like, I was at the top of my class in science and reading and writing. Math, we don't talk about math. We don't talk about my performance with math. Like, just do not, if you give me a thing to do long division, if you give me long division, I will, like, take a gun and do something with it. Of which of the details I will not, like, specify. Like, I cannot do long division to save my life. Unless you give me a calculator. It was just, like, my one major weakness. Division seems to be my one big weakness when it comes to things like that. Thank God I've never had to play a game that tried to pressure me to do a bunch of division. This area, this music is so good. This discovery music. Get one down here along with the, you can see that that's a clear, like, that's a flat PNG right there. You can see how this is made. It's not even it's like a flat 3D sculpture. I do believe we can befriend this beluga eventually. Oh, that's not a beluga. That's a different type of whale. You understand what I mean. Or the dolphin. Alright. Give me it. Show me the stuff. Show me the treasure. Yeah, oh good. That means it's worth something. That usually means it's worth something. Once you get that salvager's level up, you'll start getting that a lot more. And that's when things become worth, like, that's when you start, like, by the very end of it, you're just, like, only getting things that, like, have that sparkle to it. Although I guess quantity over quality does also matter. There we go. There we go. I kind of wish we got a bit bigger of a bag. I know that why they give us a limited bag space. Because if there was too much, the game would become, like, trivialized. Like, a lot of the difficulty would be removed from the game. A lot of the grind would be removed, and maybe that's what they wanted. And maybe they're insane for wanting that. That's valuable. There we go. That's valuable. That might be valuable. I don't know. No, it's not. It could be something valuable. I'm just filling up the bag at this point. I just want to fill it up. Oh, that's probably a mannequin. If it's not glowing, if it's not sparkling or whatever, it's probably a mannequin. That's a book. It's not a valuable one either. Let's see. This is kind of the best post-game place to just go hunting for things. You know how fucked it would be if that bag... If the bag... That took up 2 spaces in a bag instead of 1? Like, I would be, like, having a... like, anger fit. I would be so upset. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, that's usually an empty chest right there. There's usually something over there. I can gamble on the empty chest. I'm gonna gamble on the empty chest. Because that one is usually, this is usually an empty chest. But sometimes I think it can be something useful. Unless it's just a troll that the devs put there and it's always going to be an empty chest. Which case, damn. Evil. We can go for about... It's only 12:30. We can go for another solid 30 minutes. Like, this is kind of all the thing is. All I really got going on today. Like, I'm going to be taking this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to try and see if I can find Leo. You guys know, like, we tried to find that on the last stream. That could be something we can do. Apparently, Oceana, I have to dive with Oceana instead of Hayako. Let's see. All right, Nancy. There's also an entire side quest with the aquarium I could be doing. Buy items. Appraise items. There we go. Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. We're getting a little something here. Okay, we got a German doll. Aluminum ingot. Okay. Wax figure. Figurine. Baroque painting. Okay. Smuggler's barrel. Neoclassic art. Another doll. Poetry anthology. Oh, fucking mannequin. Lead ingot. Yeah, I think that's always an empty chest just there to fuck with you. I think that actually is always an empty chest. Which is just like cruel. How cruel of the game to do that. Yeah, I got the thing. Salvage Journeyman, yeah. Okay, we got it. Let's get the client over here. There actually is one more quest I could do on top of this. We can finish up a quest. Yeah, shake my hand, buddy. That's very cool of you. It must be worth a fortune. A good thing you were there with your in-depth knowledge of the castle. It was worth a fortune, but why does he look like he's busting a nut back there? It's worth a fortune, but he's giving me 5,500p for it. New item, monster. Oh, fuck, dude. Thank you. I can be a boomer with my white monster now. I could be like that Dante meme of him holding the white monster. All right. Now they got, yeah, we got more things here. Left Place Diving Company. Yeah, look at our rating. Yep. Your company rating is now 2. We're number 2. We see your complete requests as you complete all kinds of interesting things will happen that goes up. So keep taking on those. You can check your company. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for... Let's move it up. Yeah, make our way to the top. Okay. So, I actually want to check to see if I've earned anything here. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot about this one. They look like something out of, what do you call it? It looked like something out of a Godzilla analog horror. There we go. Nothing, not worth changing anything. Okay. I believe if we go to the Zahab region, now that we've finished the main game, there should be a way to finish up a side quest we've been doing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't want to do guided tour requests unless there is a dedicated side quest chain to go along with it. All right. I'm gonna have to look up a guide for this one as well because fuck. Endless Ocean, Blue World, help me. Come on. Oh my fucking god, fandom. Literally the most useless fucking website ever on mobile. Fifth of all his boy recipes is already been on the case to help out. While in the water, the player must remain inside their designated area with Ocean as a spotter, pointing out each whale that approaches. Yep. Like, this is almost stressful, I think. Yes, understood. Whales. This means there's a large chance of mass beaching. Yep, heading out now. Yep. The whales are beaching themselves. Or we can help stop them from beaching, but that's just this time. It happens over and over. Nobody, that won't change a thing. You're wrong. Look at my... Oceana, look at my concerningly detailed belly button. Look at it and tell me that you're right. You're not right. My belly button says you are wrong. Don't you? Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Let's go. Okay. Yep. Need anime. Yep. You gotta help people that are in need. That's. I'll join in now. Let's go now. Okay. This is like a nightmare one. I remember this one being pretty stressful. It's basically they're going to start swimming towards you, and you have to pulse them as they're swimming towards the beach area. And that in itself becomes a problem. There's a whale. It's a sperm whale. Takes like 7 strikes. This one's actually a bit... This could be stressful. It takes 7 strikes to take... Where? Which one? Where is it? There it is. This is why this one's stressful. Right? You gotta get to it. That's 3. You gotta, like... There it is. Yep, there he is. You gotta hunt him down. There we go. There's one. There's the other one. Not that bad. It's not that bad. It can be stressful if you're not prepared for it. There we go. We got him. Good job. We saved them all. I think there's also like a bunch of like legendary... I gotta finish this map up and then we'll have every other map. Every map except one completed. I'll do that off stream because that's a really boring bit, right? Cicero straight. We're going back to 9-Ball Island. And now we're gonna do the last thing, which is, I think, going to the Antarctica and to find Leo, I believe. I think the reason I fucked up with it is because I missed the context clues that says Oceana wants to go there and find it. There we go. Dub, yep, good job. Please send another token of the thanks. Couture, that is the wetsuit that goes with everything else. All the bills have been studied before, yep. Yep. Sure, humans, but many of us lost lives, but there are so many people over the world fighting to protect them too. We may not know what causes those wills, but as long as there are people that are trying to help them, one day they'll find their answer and we'll know how to stop it from happening. How precious nature is, we have to protect it. Yeah, we gotta protect the environment, yeah. Good, that's a smart thought. You're having a smart thought there. Oh god, what? That's so fucking gaudy. Look at how fucking gaudy that is. It's like something Lady Gaga would wear in a music video. With rhinestones and other things on it. Alright, we're gonna head to Antarctica. Antarctica. Oh, no, that's right. Go there with, dive with Oceana, I believe. Oceana, whatever. And then we will be able to find Leo, I believe. Come on, Oceana, let's go. I remember this, like, I know I found him before. I never remembered the situation surrounding finding him. Because I remember he was talked about as being, like, John Eric's favorite creature. Hey, yep, okay, there we go. So there. Turns out you did just have to fucking go and, like, dive with Oceana instead. I was dumb last stream. I was missing context clues that would change the way that I did this. Oceana wants to go, but Hayako said she wanted to join us. Clearly that means we must be diving with Hayako and not the person who says she wants to be here. My character would be freezing to death at this moment. Huh, nothing strange here. Hayako, here, over. Looks like you're there. Yeah, this is what the sighting was. Can't say anything jumping out at me. It's strange though. Can you say what animals you see in the area? Southern elephant seals, another seal with a few birds. This is as I thought. Based on what you told me, I believe there are no... How? That's an article relative creature. Find in the Hall of Radiance. Yay! We get to go to the Hall of Radiance. I love how tall my character is, too. Like, she's, like, surprisingly tall. Alright. There we go. Now we get to go dive down. That's the most fun part. Diving down. It's like, don't dig down in Minecraft. Sometimes you have to dive down in Endless Ocean. Just wait until you get to the 300 meter Leviathan, 2 to 300 meter down Leviathan that you have to find later in the game. I say Leviathan like it's like a sea monster. I mean, technically it is. There, this should be the one. Lower Ice Cave 3. There we go. Once you figure out where it is, it's not that hard to get there. It's just a pain in the ass to find it the first time. Hall of Radiance, here we come. One of the most dangerous things you can do when diving so deep into the ocean is like losing your sense of direction. Like, I wonder if there's a way you could have like a pressure device that will always point up. Something that always points you upwards, right? That way, like, you always know which way is up. Because, like, that's, like, once you get into, like, open water, that's why it's so dangerous to dive in open waters, just because, like, you lose your sense of direction, and you can end up going down. And that's not even called, I think it's called nitrogen sickness or something. There's, like, a type of sickness you can get where, like, your brain just stops functioning properly. There we go, there he is, the big boy. Is that the big boy? Is that the biggest of boys? This should be leopard seals. One of them should be exceptionally large with scars all over it. There he is, yep. Leo, he is some mysterious creature we've been searching for. Yeah, the reporter was chased. I believe the reporter was basically mistaken for a penguin. Leo must be gone after the poor guy. There are also young seals and birds in the area of the sighting. There's also hunted by leopard seals. Leopard seals has been known to break their thin ice to catch their prey, and there are reports and attacks on humans. You could definitely describe them as a monster, but Leo is no mystery. A lot of time ago, so yep. I hope it's something a bit more exciting. Oh, well, look here now. Might as well take a look before we leave. More exciting, she says, as if a giant fucking leopard seal with scars is not exciting. Behavior truly befitting of Leo, king of the leopard seals. He gathered together all of the other leopard seals in the region, and he taught them to hunt as a pack. The seal's strength is rivaled only by his intelligence. He is smart as he is uberish. I love that he's it's like, yeah, this dude's like fucking smart as shit. Dude, put him on smarter than a 5th grader, he'll be smarter than a 5th grader. He'll know geography. He'll know what he's talking about. Yeah, what's the scientific method? Yeah, I can answer that for you. Okay, we're gonna head back to 9 Ball, and then we'll be done. And then we'll move on to the other game that I have planned for. Although I'm going to use the restroom in between the areas. In between sessions. Alright, everybody, we're going to finish up with this one here. There's not much else to do today that wouldn't take up a bunch of time. Like, that's just kind of the issue, right? Okay. No, we're gonna finish up. Alright. With that finished up, I'm gonna take a quick break, use the restroom. We're gonna go back and say, what's the game called? Gotta remember what the game's called. It's a fishing game with guns. Pigeon might be joining us for it. In any case, thank you for joining for Endless Ocean Blue World. Give me a second. I hope you're excited for 50 more streams of that, because it's going to take a long time to finish that game fully. Any case, let me put down a marker here, and then I'm going to hit the BRB. And we are going to play How to Fish is the game, was what it's called. Be right back, chat.